What's up? Welcome back. This is the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer podcast. Of course, my name is Eric. You hate me 702. How's everybody doing today? Happy Easter to everybody out there. Shout out. You guys are celebrating. I hope you're going to be safe and have fun with your family. Sorry, I had to slurp. It was a little loud. Me and myself, I'm going to spend time with two of my kids. And and my sister-in-law and of course, my wife. We're gonna go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie about 12:20. I know Sam went and saw that Friday, so look out. There may be a review Monday. I'm off Sunday and Monday now, so there may be a review Monday if Sam doesn't have anything busy, and we can jump out and get a Mario review in real quick. Other than that, I think Jeremy might be joining us shortly. He is his computer's on, but he's not. He's not in front of his camera. So, yep. And then I'm pretty positive that Mo is celebrating Easter with his family. And Sam might be doing the same thing. So, got a little things to get into. First thing I want to get into off the bat, I don't know how many people watched this. It was on yesterday. It was Wilder versus Chisora. I didn't get to watch it live. I was at work, but I did watch it when I got off from a YouTube horrible YouTube version of it. Saw the fight, and yeah, it's not great. Realistically, in my opinion, it was two 40-year-old men that had a brutal slugfest. Like they were going to town. There was some action in that fight. The referee, well, first let me say something real quick. When I watch boxing matches or combat sport matches, even sports, the first thing I always say to myself is, I don't want to know who the ref is. I don't want to know who the ref is. I don't want the ref getting involved. I don't want the ref basically giving advantages to certain fighters. Couple times that I've seen it, the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight, Devin Haney should have been knocked out. Granted, got turned to a no contest. And this one was kind of weird. The ref, I don't know what he was doing. There was multiple times that he jumped into the action, and I thought he made some wrong calls. I think he took a point away from Deontay Wilder for a push. No points were taken away for Chisora literally dragging him to the ground. There was a couple times that Deontay Wilder punched him and Chisora fell, and there was no standing 8 count. They just called it a slip. And then when Deontay Wilder actually slipped, he called him down. So that the ref I don't think the ref was doing a good job. I think he was obviously, in my opinion, it looked like he was favoring the hometown boy, which was Derek Chisora. But also, another thing with the fight was the ropes. I haven't seen ropes this loose in a while. So, granted, I don't watch every boxing fight, but I do watch a lot of boxing fights and have watched a lot of boxing fights in my 44 years of living. And I mean, these ropes were so loose. I think that he could have done a rope-a-dope. Deontay Wilder definitely might have been able to do the rope-a-dope because there was multiple times Chisora fell through the ropes. He would lean back on the ropes, get punched, and literally they would just split open. So didn't like the way the referee handled that. I thought this fight was going to be over early. I did not expect to go to 12 rounds. Because it went to 12 rounds, we started to see two old men. I'm 44, so I can definitely say this. Two old men giving it they all, but they just ain't got much left in the tank. Deontay Wilder, ever since his Tyson Fury knockout, ever since he lost to Tyson Fury in the third fight, he hasn't been the same. There are fights that take years off your life when you're a combat sport athlete, and he has not been the same since that trilogy. So very beginning, he looked really, really gun shy. He wasn't. I still don't understand how he has not developed a real jab with all of his height and that reach that he has. He was flicking his jab. It was a flick, a flick, not a real jab. There was a lot of punches that he was throwing off the back foot. He wasn't going forward. For most of the fight, he was backing up and going into the ropes and then trying to spin. His footwork was horrible. Chisora went at him, hit him with multiple overhand rights. There's some of those punches. I don't know how Deontay Wilder stood. But overall, it looked very sloppy. Deontay Wilder won with a split decision, which is good. I don't think that he should ever fight Usyk. Usyk is going to beat the living shit out of Deontay Wilder if they ever fight. So I do not think that would be a good fight for him. Yeah, there's Jeremy. Jeremy! I just saw him. Let me try to call him. So yeah, I don't think he should fight anymore. I do not think he should fight anymore at all. Here he comes. There you go. What's up, buddy?
I forgot we switched to Sunday and you didn't text me.
I'm sorry. I when I jumped on and saw your camera on. So I was like, oh, and I was waiting for you. I was like, oh, well, he'll jump on at some point in time. That's the only reason why I didn't text you.
I was like, I looked at it and I was like, wait a second. And then I went into the Discord and I seen it. I was like, oh shit, that's right. We switched to Sundays.
All right. So the man, the myth, the legend has joined. I'm talking about the Wilder versus Chisora fight. Did you see that?
No, I completely forgot it was even happening. That's how well the build up for it was.
So of course, there's nothing on the line. It was Chisora's 50th fight, so he said he's retiring. He also said he was going to go fight for MVP Promotions, though. So we'll see what happens with that. But Jeremy, this would have been like if me and you got in the ring and fought each other.
I mean, but didn't he say he was retiring like 17 times already?
No, he promised his wife he would not fight past 50. This whole buildup was on him fighting, was on him retiring. And Deontay Wilder slipping into Antonio Brown mentality. And when I say that, Deontay Wilder definitely had some damage from that Tyson Fury fight. He has not looked the same since that trilogy. He did not look good here. Did not look good at all here. It was literally like if me and you got into a ring for like an exhibition fight or whatever, maybe the first round it would look halfway decent. We'd run around a lot, but once we got to like 3, we would be dead. We would utterly probably be dead, just exhausted. And that's kind of what this looked like. It's 2 40-year-old men fighting each other at the end of their career. It was very sloppy. Chisora fell through the rope like 6 times.
I did see where at one point Wilder was pushing Chisora into the ropes and the ref was trying to break it up, and then the one guy from the corner come running in.
Yes, and they didn't disqualify him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a guy. Thank you. I forgot all about that. So in like the first round, Chisora and Deontay Wilder got into something that in the middle of a boxing match, I don't know how you get into more of a physical confrontation, but like Deontay Wilder would push him to get so he could get that right hand off of him, right? And Chisora was grabbing him in the very beginning, and they literally were holding on to each other for like 15 seconds. The ref couldn't break him up. Chisora's corner jumped into the ring, and somehow he wasn't disqualified. Only other time I've seen that was with Floyd Mayweather. Also, we had a Tank Davis sighting, basically, because at one point in time when Chisora got cut, he was in the corner. He motioned towards his eye, and Deontay Wilder went in and bop, bop, and the ref pushed him back and gave fucking Chisora time. Very similar to like, it was a horrible fight. Deontay Wilder, I was talking about this right before you jumped on. I don't play around with like combat sports because we know CTE and all this stuff is 100% real. And you've seen fighters. I can't think of his name. Meldrick Taylor. When Meldrick Taylor fought, what the fuck, that Hispanic guy? I can't think of his name off the top. But anyway, he was never the same. You've seen fights where fighters have never been the same after this. And this is one. He is slow. He is punch shy. And he talks crazy. So just to let you know, he's got a documentary, but he doesn't say documentary because he's from Alabama. He says it really weird. And with his accent, and it's so funny.
So you two are related.
Yeah, exactly. We're documentary. So he's got a documentary coming out that is going to show how bad Tyson Fury cheated in all three of their fights. And Tyson Fury, if he's saying something, Tyson Fury should sue him for defamation of character. After the fight, and in the middle of the fight, Deontay Wilder thought this fight was over in like the 6th or 7th round after he knocked him down. Deontay Wilder looked at him and did a Shawn Michaels versus and Ric Flair shit. Remember when Shawn Michaels said, Ric Flair, I love you, and then super kicked the shit out of him?
Oh, I saw that this morning. When he
Deontay Wilder tried to do that.
Sorry, I love you or something.
He said, I love you, and then hit him with a right hand. And Chisora just ate it. And he said, you're a bitch. You hit like a bitch. So, yeah, Deontay Wilder after the fight was talking about how he took some power off and wasn't trying to kill him because they are in a dangerous sport. And he kept thinking about his retirement and him being able to be with his family. So that's why he didn't go for the kill. Motherfucker, was a split decision. It was a split decision. It was not like at the end of the fight, I was like, I don't know who won. Like, I would honestly give it to Deontay by maybe a round. But if I could also give it to Chisora because he won the first like 4 rounds of the fight.
Bro, I watched the announcement of the winner, and the announcers were surprised that Wilder won.
The only reason why Wilder won is he technically had 2, maybe 3 knockdowns because I don't know exactly which ones the ref counted as a slip and which one he counted as a knockdown. He got a point taken away and he got knocked down, which was technically a slip. So yeah, it was really bad. But Deontay Wilder should not fight Usyk. Anthony Joshua was there, and apparently Deontay Wilder said, let's run it. Anthony Joshua didn't say nothing. I'm telling you right now, if Anthony Joshua fights Deontay Wilder, this may be worse than Jake Paul. Like, Deontay Wilder is that shot.
Yeah.
That shot. Not saying Chisora, not taking anything away from Chisora. But Chisora was not one of the top 4 or 5 heavyweights. I don't think he held a belt. He had a 37 and 12 record. Not bad, but he lost to all the top contenders. Do you see what I'm saying? Dylan White, Anthony Joshua. So you're fighting at this point in time. He's 40 years old. He's 50, going for his 50th fight. He's basically a journeyman. Do you see what I'm saying? He's kind of getting that journeyman. He's on his retirement tour. And you used to be the longest reigning WBC champion. And you went to a split decision after barely beating a dude that should have never been in the ring with you in your last fight. So, yeah, I hope Deontay, I hope he fights somebody for like money, but doesn't try to fight a top contender. I think if he fights Usyk, Dubois, Wardley, Anthony Joshua, because remember, Deontay Wilder was never a technical fighter. He just had he had very good athleticism. He could take a punch, and he had that fucking power from nowhere. And his power came from his feet being planted. He is so scared. Oh, he also promoted a mouthpiece. Because Deontay Wilder, he was doing a new mouthpiece, and that mouthpiece allowed him to take some of those punches, the shock from Chisora. Chisora, I'm not gonna lie, there was one punch, I don't know how he was still standing. And the problem with Chisora kept going through the ropes is because Chisora would back up, he'd take steps back, bounce off of the rope, and then hit him with an overhand right. So when Deontay Wilder saw him bounce off, he pushed him. So yeah, horrible fight. I hope. The only thing I would watch with Chisora after right now is if he did go to MVP. If he went to MVP and fought, what's that stupid champ at heavyweight that just beat Andrew Tate? If he fought him, I would watch that.
Chase Demore.
I would for that 2 rounds. 2 rounds. So outside of that, I'm not watching any more of this shit. You see what I'm saying? He's just old. It's just, like when Roy Jones Jr. kept fighting, and you just
Oh,
felt
yeah.
bad watching that. Like, this is one of those things where I'm watching it and I literally feel bad. Like, I'm watching it going, man, I hope y'all don't get hurt. Deontay Wilder also said that he's not going to go to sleep yesterday because he got hit in the back of the head so many times. And even though that he feels good externally, there could be some internal shit that he doesn't know about. And people go to sleep and don't wake up. Deontay Wilder was looking for so much sympathy this whole entire press tour. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, question for you, buddy. Let's talk about it. You know what we're going to talk about?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins getting the contract. First of all, can I say, I think Kirk Cousins' family needs to donate a statue, needs to put a statue in their bedroom. It doesn't have to be looking at him, but that space in Minnesota where he had for a Super Bowl trophy? That should be a statue of his fucking agent. And every morning, the whole family should come down and bow to that fucking agent. This is the 11th straight season that Kirk Cousins is going to have a fully guaranteed contract for that season. Now, I know the contract, but I'll let you explain it because I know you dug into it. Go ahead and talk about the contract.
I mean, really, the Raiders are only on the hook for this season for 1.3.
No, it's $20 million fully guaranteed this season.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders are for this season. The Raiders are on the hook for 1.3.
I thought it was 12.
The Raiders are on the hook for 1.3 million this season. The Vikings are paying the 8.7 or whatever.
Yeah, so you're on the hook for 11.3 this year.
It's not this year. The 10 million is next, the third day of the next year's league year.
So what I'm seeing,
it's not 20 guaranteed the first year. It's the Raiders are paying 1.3 this year. The Vikings are paying 8 point whatever it is, and then the 10 million it moves over to the third day of the next year.
Oh, I got what you're saying. So okay, so this is what I see what you're saying. I know I'm seeing exactly what you're saying.
It breaks down to 20. Yep. It's 20 million guaranteed, but the 10 million moves to the third day of the league year next year.
100%.
So the Raiders are only paying 1.3 million this season.
Yep. Which, why am I arguing with you? I know you went into it. So
the Vikings or whatever the fuck the other team was is paying
Falcons
the 8 point whatever 8.7 or whatever it was.
Yep. So out of his 5-year 172 million, effectively 1 year is guaranteed, with 1.3 million coming from the Raiders, 8.7 coming from the Falcons, and then the other 10 million will be on the league day, just like he said.
So the 10 million for next that kicks in the third day of the next league year is really spread out over the 5 years. It's not really a 5-year contract. That's a lot of void years in order to spread out that 10 million.
Yeah.
The contract's not really that $172 million. It's a $20 million 1 year contract.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and I see everybody on social media getting all mad about him coming in and being willing to mentor the Fernando Mendoza, but I think this situation is different than what he was in Atlanta, because Atlanta supposedly brought him in to be the starter, and then they drafted a quarterback without him even knowing that they were looking at a quarterback.
Yep.
This one he was talked to beforehand, knowing that the Raiders are drafting a quarterback number 1, and knowing that he's coming in to help mentor, because I mean, Kubiak and um, the GM have publicly stated that they want basically a veteran or bridge quarterback to mentor a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, they don't want to throw Fernando Mendoza to the wolves. Which, okay, first of all, fuck Kubiak. Okay, right now, fuck the Raiders. As soon as they sign this, so Anthony, yes, there's an additional. So on the option, they do have a club option for 2 additional years. But basically, what they're going to do is they're going to pay the one. It's going to be the 1 year, and if something happens and they want to keep him, they're going to restructure the deal. You see what I'm saying? So he's never going to see any of that money. It's just the one. And when they restructure it, they'll probably restructure it for like 10 to 12 because he's not, maybe 8 because he's not going to get money anyplace else.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's doing with these contracts, but whatever the hell kind of fucking voodoo shit he's got going on with these contract manipulation shit is fucking wild.
All I'm saying is I think that he traded, I think he had an option. Okay. I think somebody from the Matrix came to him and said red pill or blue pill. Red pill, you become the greatest quarterback of all time. You win multiple championships, guaranteed. Blue pill, you become the richest quarterback of all time. I think he took the blue pill. I literally, because he said, I'm good enough to win 1. And that's the only way I could see he keeps getting. How the fuck do you, even if that's not, even though it's only 20 million, and that's literally a great contract for somebody of Kirk Cousins' nature right now, because most quarterbacks are getting paid 40 something million dollars to mentor your young quarterback. A very great professional that can show Mendoza what it means to be a pro. Like, he's not coming in. Yes, he may start. He could start 100%, but he knows his position. He's not going to cause you any trouble. When they put him on the back, when they put him Mendoza, he's not going to bitch and moan to the media because he knows what he's doing. And he's a pro of pros. When have you ever heard Kirk Cousins get in trouble? What fan base did not love Kirk Cousins when they got him? Every fan base he's been on, he has something great that the surf swag in Atlanta, the stupid chains in Minnesota, you like that in Washington. So he's a great. This is why I'm not liking what is going on. I'm telling y'all right now, be careful of the Raiders in the next couple years. Okay, everybody's talking about the Chargers. Everybody's talking about the fucking Broncos. I'm watching this shit come down. And one thing when Kubiak said, we don't want to start him, I'm like, God damn it. This is y'all. This is how players, most quarterbacks that sit, in my opinion, that have very good talent, like Mendoza, like Mahomes, like Carson Palmer with the Bengals,
they turn out better.
Way better. Way better. Like, probably Justin Herbert would have if they wouldn't have fucking stabbed what's his face's lung.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They turn out, yeah, because of the fact that they get to sit back and get the speed of the game in practice, watching it, seeing the play calls, seeing the mentality that the quarterback has. And if you have a great veteran, they're going to explain it. This is, unless something happens and somehow Mendoza is just so great and beats out Kirk Cousins, which then we're just fucked anyway. This is, and we haven't even got to the draft. But what the Raiders did this offseason with free agency, and now a pissed off Max Crosby, I'm about to tell y'all, 2 to 3 years, and they're going to start making noise. And this coming from a diehard Chiefs fan. I'm scared. Well, who's the second? What's only hope I have is that somebody takes a quarterback second. Because you know that that theory. If there's 2 quarterbacks taken, one of them is going to be a bust. What does he say? I have to see about the Raiders. Just because you spend money doesn't mean that you're going to be a great team. I didn't say great. So they're going to be really, really good. And if you look at a trajectory, they did spend a lot of money. Simpsons going second, but look where they spend it at. So they spent it on a very good center. I mean, they spent it on needs. They didn't go out there and try to get shock players. Am I right, Jeremy? They went out there and got people you needed.
We actually got adults in the room making
exactly.
Decisions, but I don't really listen to what people say anymore because there's always a double standard when it comes to the everybody's NFL teams, and then there's the Raiders.
Yep.
So when the other 31 NFL teams spend money, it's always, oh, they're going to be good, they're going to be great. And then when the Raiders go and spend money and actually have adults in the room, it's just because they spend money doesn't mean they're going to be good, or doesn't mean they're going to be great. It doesn't mean
that could be based off of your recent history as well.
I mean,
if you think about it, it could be a bias, but also could be like your front office hasn't been very great.
I mean, look at the Jets. The Jets did the same thing, and everybody was so high on the Jets. But what's their hit?
You mean last year?
When the Jets went and got Aaron Rodgers, and then
I mean, nobody knew Aaron Rodgers was going to break his leg on the second play of the game. Wait, hold on. Are you saying there's 3 quarterbacks going in the top 4? Do you think that, Jeremy?
Huh?
He says he's got Simpson going second. We know that Penn State is going 4th. That's 3 quarterbacks in the top 4.
I don't think so.
Let
me check something.
Yeah, I'm not really watching college as much, but from what I've heard and what I've seen is Ty Simpson, of course, is jumping up the boards, but I also think that that's going to be one of the guys that falls. I don't think he goes in the top. I think he literally is going to sit there and fall. Like, what was his name for the Colts when they drafted him? I mean, he's not bad, but he's only got, 15 starts? So NFL Network has Mendoza. Yeah, they got the Jets taking Ty Simpson at 16. But they're saying they're going to via Indianapolis, so I guess they're trading. Dude, I hate when they put these projected trades in there. They be making shit up.
I don't think the Titans are taking a quarterback.
You don't think the Titans are taking a quarterback?
No.
Why would they take a quarterback?
The Titans are picking 4.
I think Titans will take Jeremiah Love. I could see Arizona drafting Simpson 3rd. My only issue with with these quarterbacks.
No, I think Arizona's going offensive line.
I think they could too, but because if they fall in love with Simpson then they definitely, I think, could do this, right? But my issue is, I don't think there's enough quarterback needy teams for teams to reach. So, yes, we do have the Arizona needs a quarterback. The Jets need a quarterback, right? And then in the top, and then you go, the Titans don't need a quarterback. The Giants don't need a quarterback.
The Jets are the Jets are I don't want to say the Jets are going to fuck up the draft, but the Jets are going to fuck up the draft because they're going to take they're actually going to take the best player in the draft.
I don't want to say the Jets are going to fuck up the draft, but the Jets are going to fuck up the draft.
Because I think the Jets are going to take the best player in the draft.
Got you. Okay, so
really, I think they're going to take Reese.
I think so too. But this is what I'm saying. So the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Browns, but I don't think the Browns are going to take a quarterback this year because of what they did last year, and they have Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. So then you got the Commanders. The Saints probably are pretty happy with their quarterback. The Chiefs aren't taking a quarterback. The Bengals aren't taking a quarterback. Miami at 11. So you got 3 teams in the top 11 that really need quarterbacks. So that's why I think nobody's going to reach. No, yeah, of course. But if there's not a run on quarterbacks, you could come back and get those quarterbacks in the second round. That's the issue. I think most of these quarterbacks fall to late first round into second round, or late first round, beginning of second round. But then again, like I said, I don't watch a lot of college football. Just based off of what I've seen in drafts prior, I can only think of one or two drafts where people really, really reached for quarterbacks, and that was because there was a run on there.
I think Arizona is going offensive line because I think
I do
they're
too.
I think they're in the Arch Manning sweepstakes.
I think realistically you have Jets going Reese, Arizona going offensive line, Titans are going to get running back. I like the Giants going with their linebacker. I think Cleveland goes offensive line. I don't care who the Commanders get. I don't care who the Saints get. Chiefs, yeah, whoever you guys pick. So Gronk has two teams drafting the same guy. USA Today published a mock draft from AI Gronk, and it has the New York Giants at 5 drafting Sonny Styles, and the Cincinnati Bengals at 10 drafting Sonny Styles, and the Dallas Cowboys at 12 drafting Sonny Styles. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why rumors drafting a running back. Oh, I've heard those rumors, and I think that's because they know Scatterboo is not going to last. I think if you pair, I hope they don't. If you pair Jeremiah Love and Scatterboo together for his rookie year, and Scatterboo coming off of his injury, I think that's a dynamic duo. I think that is a very, very good running game. I think that saves both of them. Yeah, I think that's crazy. So I could definitely see John Harbaugh doing that because John Harbaugh normally likes to have 2 running backs, especially with injuries. So I could definitely see that happening with how quickly running backs get injured. And also because the running back market has kind of done a 180 and running backs have become more important. I don't care who the Chiefs take. My opinion on who the Chiefs are going to take is I think they're going to take an offensive line unless or the edge Ruben Bain. I think they're going to take one of those two, depending on what goes up. If Jeremiah Love falls to 9, I'm going to be so pissed. So pissed. So I want the Giants to take him. I want the Titans to take him. Shit, the Cardinals can take him. Everybody but the Raiders. Okay. No, you haven't really been watching this, but I want to get your take on championship game that is coming on tomorrow for March Madness, right? So, yesterday's games weren't really good. Michigan won 91-73, UConn won 71-62. I didn't watch either one of them, but kind of paid attention to the scores. So it's UConn versus Michigan tomorrow. Who you got?
UConn.
All right. Second thing is, did you happen to see what happened with UConn and Duke?
No.
Okay. So Duke had like a 19-point lead at some point in time in the game. How do you not believe in UConn? Haven't they won like 3 NCAA titles in the last 5 years?
I don't know any either of them. So
no, Anthony said that.
I haven't watched any of
okay.
these.
So UConn and Duke were playing. Duke had a huge lead. They came back. Okay, there was 8 seconds left. I think Duke was up by 2, right? And if you look, you could just go Duke UConn highlight. They were up by 2. They got the ball in, and basically what ends up happening from this, yeah, it was it was 70-69 with 27 seconds left. So UConn trailed by 19 points. Braylon Mullins missed his first 4 3-point attempts before. Yeah, so basically they were up by 2. It was 70-72 with about 8 seconds left, right? They inbounded the ball to Cameron to one of the Boozer brothers. And this is a play that Duke has done, okay? When there's very little time left, they are told to launch the ball as high and as far as they can, hoping that the time runs out before it hits the ground. Well, in this scenario, they pass it into one of the boozers. The boozer goes to launch the ball, and a Yukon guy intercepts it. Then another dude that was 0 for 4 from 3, after they intercept it, gets the ball and walks into a deep 3 that literally hits the bottom of the net. Game with 0.4 seconds left. Game over. All Duke had to do was hold the ball and get fouled and go 1 for 1. It was a foul game. So either they were scared to shoot free throws. Thank you. They had to do, they should have literally just, the idea is get the ball to your best free throw shooter and let him go to the line, and you live and die with that. Even if he misses the free throw, they're still on the other side of the court. You see what I'm saying? They still have to run up the court, but you're hoping that he makes it. So yeah, that was one of the worst plays I've ever. Look, that's as bad as J.R. Smith grabbing a rebound and running out to the 3-point line thinking they're up by 1 in a championship game. That was one of the most that is as bad as Chris Webber calling a timeout where they had no more timeouts. That is one of the most bonehead plays I've ever seen. So yeah, UConn versus Michigan. I'm going UConn. Point blank, end of story. I 100% believe in the UConn right now because they are killing it. Now, question for the women's game, right? Which is today at 12:30 p.m. Who you got? South Carolina or UCLA? Sorry, South Carolina or UCLA?
I'm going with Dawn Staley.
Dawn Staley. Now UCLA made their first
just because that white guy pissed her off.
Okay, so do you know who that white guy is?
I've read about it.
Okay, he actually apologized to
her. He's a piece of shit. I don't.
No, Gino RDM is not a piece of shit.
I don't care.
Yeah. So again, if it was anybody else besides him, I would probably.
He sat there afterwards and said something about I've never seen a girl who had her shirt ripped or had to change her jersey in the middle of a game because her shirt was ripped, and then come to find out she ripped her own fucking jersey.
Yeah, but he did apologize. He sent out and said, I apologize to Dawn Staley and all this other stuff. It was the heat of the. But Gino Ardiema literally has. So Maya Moore, they hold the record in the NCAA for the most straight wins. Like he won like 5 to 7 national championships. They were unbeatable at one point in time. And like every single player that came through him loves him. Like Maya Moore, a lot of the WNBA was through him at one point in time. So Paige Beckers just played for him. So like if it was, trust me, there's a lot of dickheads, but Gino Auriemma, he's one of the good ones. I just think him and Dawn Staley are both fierce competitors, and he wanted to beat her so bad because he probably thinks this is the last time that he's going to get a chance. Do you see what I'm saying? Because he's old. He's been coaching since I was like in fucking high school, I think, or right after I got out of high school. So I don't think he's going to get that big of a chance many more times again. But I do want Dawn Staley to win. When he went at Dawn Staley, I was a little pissed. I'm not going to lie. I saw it. I was like, get him, Dawn. Get him. Because, boy, Dawn fired up real quick. I was happy. I was like a proud nephew. I was so fucking happy. She was like, he said, what is that? I was like, yeah, Dawn, get her on team. So, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But I got South Carolina as well. Craziness. Fuck UCLA. Let's go Dawn Staley. Like, I'm always going to root for Dawn Staley. I'm not even playing. I think she's a fabulous coach. I love what she did with, I love how her and Asia Wilson's relationship is. Yeah, Arizona, that wasn't good. That was just an ass whooping. Like, that was just, yeah. I mean, that was not fun.
Wait, fun we got a Bojangles here?
Yeah, they opened a Bojangles here. I haven't gone yet, though. You know
Sorry,
why?
I'm looking for breakfast. Sorry.
Yeah. Reason why I haven't gone is the same reason why I haven't gone to Whataburger. They actually have a couple Bojangles now. Yeah, they have 4 locations. The reason why I haven't gone to Whataburger because I still don't think the food's gonna be as fresh. Like
No,
the good thing about
never eaten Whataburger.
so if you go to Texas, it's fucking amazing. Yeah.
I mean, I've
So
gone to Texas. I've just never eaten a Whataburger.
eat it. I'm not even playing. So like the first time I went to Texas, and everybody's like, you got to go to Whataburger. I'm like, it's a fucking McDonald's. And they're like, no. I went in and I didn't eat it till Alyssa got down. We walked in and we were like, holy shit. Like they had something, and I was like, all their food's fresh. I'll give you an example. A spicy chicken sandwich there, the whole entire meat is spicy. Like it's spicy, the covering spicy. It is fucking amazing. Everything is fresh. It is so good. It is like if you combined a restaurant with In-N-Out and McDonald's and gave them really fresh food. It is fucking amazing. So Bojangles I ate in DC, but the problem I have is I think a lot of the things that when I ate there, it's the freshness.
I mean, I've eaten Bojangles on the East Coast.
Yeah, I love Bojangles.
I didn't know
Even Alyssa like Bojangles. She's like, it's a much better Popeyes. So yeah, I love Bojangles. Yeah, there's one in Rainbow, Paradise, Decatur, and some other place. So, all right. Real quick, we're going to get into NBA playoffs because I love to do this every year with Jeremy, okay? Jeremy doesn't pay attention to basketball, right? So every year I love to do this with Jeremy.
It's not that I don't pay attention. I see it.
Okay.
I just don't follow it.
Okay. All right. So he sees it, he just doesn't follow it. Okay. So right now, NBA standings are pretty cool, going pretty good. Basically all of the top 10 teams are locked in. Okay. In each conference, there's only about 6 games left, I think, in most teams, but they're basically locked in. The only thing that you have is you're having seeding, right? Where are they going to finish at? So if the regular season ended today, we know the teams that are eliminated, which I can't see them right now. So latest playoff scenarios, we'll just look at that real quick. So Detroit already clinched the number 1 seed in the East with the win on Saturday. Western Conference. So Oklahoma City's 1, San Antonio's 2. The Lakers have moved up to 3. Denver's 4. Houston's 5. Minnesota's 6. Those 2 can switch, but neither one of them will be able to be in a play-in. Detroit, you have Eastern. You have Detroit 1, Boston 2, New York 3, Cleveland 4. Right now, Philly is 7th. Who do they have 7th? Toronto is 6th. The Hawks are 5. And then you have the Charlotte Hornets at 8, 9, and 10. So those are all the all the teams, the top 10 teams are there. It's just the format. Who's gonna be in the 6th seed? Who's gonna be in the 7th seed? As of right now, you have OKC and Detroit, I think, are locked in. Let me see if I can get the standings, current standings. Current standings. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, Detroit. So you have Detroit, Boston, New York, and Cleveland, Atlanta, or Cleveland. Those are all locked in for the top 4. So any of those, they can't go below the top 4. Or the top 6. Then you have Atlanta, Toronto, Philly, Charlotte, Orlando, and Miami that have all clinched play-in berths. Let me share this so that way I'm just not looking like a dummy. Okay.
I was about to ask you to show it to me because if you're trying to get me to remember this,
yeah, I got you. So this is what we got locked in. So these are the top 10. Okay. So Detroit, they're first no matter what. Boston, New York, and Cleveland cannot go any lower than the play-in game. They're basically, they can move up. So Cleveland can go to 3, 4, but they're not going to go below 6. These 6 teams are jockeying for the last 6 spots. If you're a 5 or 6 seed, you do not go in the play-in game. So 5 or 6 is really important. 7, 8, 9, and 10, they have play-in games with 7 playing 8. The winner advances to the 7 seed. 9 and 10 playing each other. Then the winner plays the loser of the 7/8 game for the last seed, which is the A seed. So basically, that's what you have on this side. All of these teams have been eliminated: Milwaukee, Chicago, Indiana, Brooklyn, and Washington. And as you can see, there's a huge difference in wins between these teams. And that's going to become a running theory. So same thing, 1, 2, they're locked in. They're locked in. So these 5 teams cannot make a play-in. These 5 can, even though Minnesota is basically safe because they have a 4-game lead on Phoenix with 5 games left to go. So it's kind of these two. They are, what is it? They can maybe go up to 6, but that's about it. These are all going to be play-ins. They can't advance any higher than the play-in game. All right, so now we'll go back to the playoff picture. So this is what I'm meaning. 1-1. So you got the Warriors versus the Clippers, Suns versus the Trailblazers. So who do you think would be the 8 seed on the West? Any one of these teams.
One of those 4 teams?
Yeah, any one of these 4 teams, sorry. Clippers, Warriors, Suns, Trailblazers.
The Suns.
Okay. Who do you think is going to be the 7th seed? So the 7th seed in this scenario would have to be the Trailblazers. Reason why is 7 and 8 play for the 7th seed. So 7 8 will play each other. The winner gets the 7th seed.
So the loser. Okay, wait.
So 7 8 play each other with the winner getting the 7th seed, the loser going to this bracket. 9 and 10 play each other with the winner getting this one, going to this bracket. The winner of this game will go to the 8th seed. So who do you think wins between the Suns and the Trailblazers?
I wasn't paying attention to the.
Got you.
Okay, let me see. Let me redo this.
They give you a fair advantage. The Suns do have a much better team than the Trailblazers.
So I think the 8th seed will be the Warriors.
Okay.
And I think the 7th seed will be the Suns.
Okay. I will have the 7th seed as the Suns, and I'm going to say the 8th seed is going to be the Clippers. Same thing on this side. So right now, this is a little unfair because this Hornets, the Sixers, and the Raptors can basically change spots. Any of these teams can move up to the 6th seed because of how close they are. But if the season ended today, this is how it would be. So who do you have going to the 7th seed? Who do you have going to the 8th seed? Lakers in 5. Psych.
I'll put the Sixers at 7.
Okay.
And let's put the Heat at 8.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to go Sixers and Hornets. Sixers at 7, Heat at Hornets at 8. Main reason why I'm like this, I would love to see the Hornets versus Pistons series. Melo versus Cade Cunningham if he comes back from his collapsed lung. I think, and I'm hoping, I really hope this happens. I hope the Rockets fall to 6 and the Timberwolves go to 5.
Wait,
I would
Does Jordan own the Heat?
no. Jordan used to own the Hornets.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, um, but I would love the Rockets to fall to 6 and the Timberwolves to go to 5 because I would love to see Nuggets Timberwolves. I think that's always a great series. And then I would love to see Lakers Rockets, KD versus LeBron again. So that would be what I would do. If I had to make, I don't have any predictions on who would win this. Who am I rooting for? Of course, my Sixers. Once my Sixers are out, Lakers. Reason why I'm rooting for the Lakers is I wanted to see LeBron win another ring. Outside of that, then I'm going for if the Timberwolves, then I'm going for the Timberwolves because I want Anthony Edwards. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck. Lakers in 5. Psych. Lakers in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if the Lakers go up against Minnesota, they're in trouble. They're in absolute trouble, just like last year. Last thing I got on the docket is WWE. All right. So we got some weird ass shit that's been going on. Okay. First thing I want to talk about the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know how this
Got to
fucking
be
happened.
the Pat McAfee stupid fucking bullshit. What is the fucking point? How you've got Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. How was Pat McAfee the one that was on the fucking phone?
Why was he on the phone?
For what? And now that makes you question the whole statement of Randy making there's more than one royal family. What the fuck royal family is this fucking numbnuts a part of?
Well, they can't bring in Bob Orton, I don't think.
I don't give a they could have brought in a fucking chocolate Easter bunny and it would have fucking been better than fucking Pat McAfee. Look, unlike you, I like Pat McAfee. But I don't get the fucking point of for what? Why the fuck did you need to add him into this fucking storyline?
It made no sense. It made no sense. His promo. Look, I understood his promo because I was feeling what he was saying, right? But it made no sense.
Like
it wasn't that good of a promo. I'm Jeremy, I'm getting so sick and tired of this shit, okay? How the fuck I think this whole entire thing actually hurt this whole entire championship match and hurt Randy Orton's fucking cachet right now. Because how the fuck does Randy Orton beat up Cody Rhodes for like 15 fucking minutes with a steel chair, chokes him? Cody Rhodes got kicked in the nut by a punter, but then Cody Rhodes can come out and cut a promo later on in the afternoon showing no fucking ill effects of that ass whooping.
I think that was done in response to the fucking backlash on social media.
No limp. No, I don't give a fuck. At least have some continuity. Roll your ass out there. Have the medical staff tell you you should not come out here and you're still coming. Mick Foley did that shit. We got to have something happen. I got 100%. In like, his, it wasn't that good of a promo.
I didn't even care that he didn't sell it because the whole fucking point of it didn't make no fucking sense.
No.
So like I didn't like that doesn't even bother me that he didn't sell the whole getting his ass beat for fucking 15 minutes by Randy Orton and getting kicked in the nuts by a fucking washed fucking punter. Like what was the fucking point? Like I don't what like I get it. Like ticket sales are low. I mean, whatever. They've sold 78,000 tickets already between the 2 days.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the inserting Pat McAfee into this story.
I think it would have been better without Pat.
I think like I was questioning Stephanie McMahon being put into it. But that made sense.
That was better than what Pat McAfee did. I would have preferred her to be the fucking voice on the phone.
Like I would have rather. I would have been happy if it was fucking Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah,
Like just fucking that fucking. You know what they did the last time with the fucking uh that fucking AI shit or whatever the fuck they
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Like just fucking some weird shit would just make people fucking sit back, be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
But this was a different kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what?
It would have been much better for Stephanie to have been. And it sounds weird. I would have never thought of this before. But when they bring her out on Monday Night Raw, what the fuck was he doing on Monday Night Raw anyway? He's not the fucking Monday Night Raw champ. There was no reason for him to be on Monday Night Raw just because they were in Madison Square Garden. Fuck you, Cody. But when they bring him out and she came out, I would have been like, it would be so cool because of the history that Randy Orton has had with Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. And she knows the Viper and how deep he can go. Shit, he's punting her in the fucking face before, I think. That would have been a much better we need to grab tickets than fucking Pat McAfee. And not to mention, she's actually really good on the mic.
Right.
And Pat's not. He's doing the same shit that he did on his podcast and he does on his show.
I don't.
So yeah, that was the dumbest shit I think I've seen. And I wasn't, and people were getting mad because they're like, oh, I was all hyped. I wasn't hyped. I knew you guys were gonna fuck it up. I knew maybe it was supposed to be Chris Jericho before he signed back with AEW. I don't fucking know.
Like I'm excited for the match, but you're inserting shit into the fucking match. It doesn't fucking like what's the point? Like,
oh, the match is gonna be Hall of Fame worthy. That should be a 5-star match.
Now it just makes no fucking sense.
No.
It's stupid.
Okay, can we talk about the second dumbest thing that happened this week on WWE?
Oh, you're gonna talk about the Sami Zayn?
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I know I don't like him. Gunther.
That one made no sense. I'm not sure why they didn't, because the rumor is that Braun Breaker is at the
he's cleared.
Yeah, the rumor is that he was back to training.
Yeah, he's cleared. The rumor is actually that he's cleared to wrestle.
So I'm not sure why they pivoted and went to Gunther.
So Dave Meltzer basically said that the reason why they went to Gunther is because Braun got cleared so late in the road to WrestleMania season that they did not want to have this feud on TV without a long build. And when I heard that, my first thought was, you don't need a build. This is the one thing that you don't need to build.
Like what does he mean without a long build? Like the build was already there.
Exactly. Well, I guess they want, they want the ratings for Raw to continue on before they put it on a show. They don't, but this would have been like when Seth Rollins was attacking Paul Heyman. If Braun Breaker would have came and speared this motherfucker through the moon, it would have made sense. We would have known Braun was back. We know the reason why Braun's doing this. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, Braun would have came on the next Monday Night Raw and basically said, hey, this is why I'm doing this shit, motherfuckers. Because I hate this bitch. Paul Heyman would have smiled. You know what I'm saying? And it would have been great. But no, what do we have now? We have Gunther putting a sleeper hold on one of the most technical wrestlers in the world. Why? Are we going to find out next week that Paul Heyman recruited him? And now is he going to be a mercenary because he's a legend killer? And is he going to lose? Because you've built him up over the last couple months to beat every fucking body. Yes, he lost to Jey Uso. He lost to CM Punk. But you have literally put him up to beat Goldberg, retired Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles. And he's going to lose to Seth Rollins? Like now you're in a no-win situation. Seth Rollins can't lose because now he's going to have a feud with them. That's just a pointless loss. So what the fuck are we doing? Again, there's another dumb decision that they made again. And I know you're going to laugh at this. AJ Lee. AJ Lee said she was going to be a fighting champion. She came out and said, I'm going to be a fighting champion. I remember coming on this podcast and saying, I don't like when motherfuckers do that because you're not going to be a fighting champion. She has had one match. Meanwhile, the men's Intercontinental Champion, Penta, has fucking defended his title every week since he won it and is putting it in a ladder match at WrestleMania. So why did we have her come out and give the same spiel that CM Punk does, which CM Punk actually defends his title, if she was going to defend it once against Bayley? And then not defend it again until WrestleMania. And look, she's been rusty. I've already said this. I'm not saying that she sucks, but she was out of the ring.
I got nothing for you. I don't know what their booking on female talent is. I don't know what their racism towards female talent is. I don't get it. Their booking of female talent is fucking horrendous.
Horrendous.
I don't know. I can't argue.
Why would you not have her defend her title against some of the... Remember, we talked about this. You said the reason why you wanted AJ Lee to have it was because you thought she'd wrestle some of the younger wrestlers and put them over. Why would you have not have done that? Why would you not have given Ivy a chance, a couple people to get her rust off of her before going into WrestleMania with the match that we've already seen?
And you think that you would want to, since she was out for 10 years.
Exactly. And then my daughter was singing the song Light It Up. Shut the fuck up, Becky. We're not, I mean, you're right. The whole the Rhea Ripley on SmackDown, which we know why she's on SmackDown now. We know why she won that because they wanted ratings and they needed somebody that could. But that whole build with Jade Cargill, it makes no sense to me.
No.
Why are you, Rhea, fighting? Was this squad together the whole time, or did they just come together? With B-Fab and Michin and Jade Cargill.
No, they just came together.
Okay, so
my thing with B-Fab is, if you remember before, I said, why is she not wrestling? Why is she just this mouthpiece for fucking the Street Profits?
Yep.
And then she had, 2 or 3 matches. And then now all of a sudden she's back to being a fucking mouthpiece for Michin. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this booking on female talent?
And it makes no sense. Why are you having Rhea face B-Fab then Michin when she already has a title shot?
I mean, B-Fab looks like a fucking baby giraffe when she's wrestling, but
yes.
I mean, she's fucking tall and lanky, and she looks fucking weird when she's wrestling. But
and what did they do to Michin? Like, she's been wrestling for like 10 years, 15 years. She had great TNA matches.
I don't have any idea what
the whole booking is. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vancera booking. I mean, and I only like it because it's
Liv Morgan. She's just
better than the rest of the booking that they've had.
It is, but I just don't like Liv Morgan.
I love Liv Morgan, buddy.
I can't stand her little fucking
love
pretentious white girl attitude.
But that's what I love about her, because she plays her role so well. That's the thing.
It's probably because it's real.
It probably is, and I'm okay. That's fine. But if everybody knows it's the greatest personas of wrestling are an exaggeration of yourself. So she probably is like that, but she plays it so. Oh, again, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the women's booking again, because I'm about to jump on this fucking move. the tag team championships. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I knew as soon as they put that tag team match together that it was going to be a fatal 4-way at WrestleMania.
Oh, you could see it coming from 4,000 miles away.
Why?
It's been the same 4 teams going back and forth for fucking 3.5 months.
Now, and as I understand, but why? In my opinion, first of all, the titles need to be taken off of Nia Jackson Lash Legend. I don't think they're doing a bad job. I just think if they're not going to make them a dominant force, you need, and I said this one day when I was on by myself, you need to take them off. They should be a fucking dominant force. They should not be, oh my God. No, y'all should be coming in, kicking ass, taking names. You're fucking bigger than everybody else. You should be whooping fucking ass. Take it off of them. I would have been happier in this with Bayley and Valkyria versus the Kabuki Warriors for the tag team championship. I love Charlotte and Alexis Bliss, but I'm tired of seeing these bitches in it. I think that would have been the best match, technically, physically, and easiest to build. But no, now we got 4 people in there, and I don't give a fuck about Nia Jackson Lash Legend. And I'm tired of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I think they're taking the belts off of them, and I think they're giving them to Bayley and
Lana. I would love that, but that would have been such a great match.
Because I think they're gonna give Bayley her time this time since they screwed her last year.
Yep. So I think, but I would have preferred it be Bayley, that a tag team match with those two, because I think it would have tore the fucking house down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the Finn Balor and
like, I'm kind of excited to see it, but it I wouldn't mind if they didn't. Like, whatever.
The shit you've been saying is fucking hilarious.
Like, you get like 3 seconds of promotion on it. Like, nobody barely even knows the match is going on.
And this is something that has slightly been building since he lost the Intercontinental Championship, or was pinned for the Intercontinental Championship by Dominic. So we're like a year
since last WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. And the build has been horrible. Finn Balor has kind of looked like a dummy. Like, and then they're saying you took the title off of fucking Dominique. I don't mind Penta. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I have not been a big Penta fan. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker has been putting in some fucking work. And I still don't like but I'm starting to like his fucking work, right? He's been I've been watching more of his match. I'm like, this motherfucker be doing shit. What the fuck? So yeah, I'm starting to jump on the bandwagon saying that, you know, I'm liking his direction, the way he's building the matches he puts on. But I would have rather seen Dom and Finn for the title and put that on the build.
I would have liked to see Dom put up the AAA title against Finn.
True. That would be nice. But now people are saying, should Finn bring out the demon?
I mean, I'd like to see Demon Finn again.
I would too, but I think we need a build for that.
I think that's his best character.
I do too, but I think on Monday Night Raw, like, in my opinion,
again, I don't think they need to build the Demon Finn. I think he just needs to show up at WrestleMania as Demon Finn.
True, but I think there should be, on this Monday when he does his promo, I think there should be a hint to let people know.
Well, I think there should be a small hint, but I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. If they could keep the fucking dirt sheets quiet,
yeah,
and then just at fucking WrestleMania, it's Demon Finn and not fucking Finn Balor.
Yep. And I think that's gonna work good, and I think the reason why, but for this to happen, yes, Demon Finn coming back would be amazing. It also gives Dominique that status because Demon Finn barely comes out. But I also think it needs to be like JD needs to be at the ring.
I love how you gave him the female name and not the male name of his name.
Who?
Dominic.
What did I say? Dominique?
Dominique.
Yeah, that's fucking Dominique. Okay? I mean, that's no longer Dominic. That motherfucker's Dominique, okay? He irritates the fuck out of me, okay? Is he good at what he does? Yes. Can he wrestle very good? No. But is he good? Yes. He's very good at getting heat. I love the character, but he's just a bitch to me, and I can't fucking stand it. So Dominique. So, but I think JD should be down there. I think if you do Finn Balor, JD's going to be at the ring, and Demon Finn's going to beat the shit out of both of them. I think he should come out. I don't think this should be, I'm not saying it should be a squash, but if you bring Demon Finn, I think the only way to make it competitive is by having interference from JD. If you bring out Demon Finn, in my opinion, and you give him and Dominique a fucking classic match, which could be amazing, I don't think we need Demon Finn for that. I don't think Dominique is on the level of a Demon Finn yet. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the last time I remember Demon Finn.
Demon Finn.
It was Universal Seth Rollins versus Demon Finn. That's the last time I remember. I don't think Dominique is on this level. That's all I'm saying. Sami Zayn, it's what it is. I think
he's just a transitional champ.
I think they should give him.
I mean, I still think it should have been Carmelo versus Trick, but I don't mind Sami Zayn versus Trick.
Yeah. The problem with Carmelo versus
put it on him to lose it.
I think the problem with Carmelo versus Trick is because they've kind of done this in NXT before, they're going to build to it. So I do not like this hopscotching of championships. I would have rather seen Ilya keep that championship and go all the way and face Trick at WrestleMania. Because I think he was doing a great job with the championship.
Yeah.
I understand why he lost, but I just don't like the hopscotch. What is this? Now, Trick, Carmelo, Ilya, Carmelo, Sammy, Trick. 4 champions in 5 months? 6 months? I kind of devalues the title.
Trick is going to have it for a while.
He probably will, but I think it would have meant more if he would have taken it off of Ilya. And really, honestly, nobody gives a fuck about Sami Zayn winning the United States title. Even though I can't stand this underground from fucking Canada. Give him a shot with a heavyweight championship.
I don't think anybody really cared about him winning it, but I think I don't know. I think Sami Zayn is trusted a lot more in the locker room.
Of course.
Or respected a lot more in the locker room. So I think it means more to win it off of him at WrestleMania than others in the locker room.
But does it I
think to the wrestlers in the locker room, it probably means more to win it off of Sammy at WrestleMania.
I just think if they're going to give Sammy a shot, they need to give him a shot. They need to give him a long program with a champion.
I think they're not going to give him a shot until he's done.
Yeah.
And
that's when they're going to fuck up.
Run. Yeah.
Like because he's done. But I'm excited for this week. I didn't watch Next Stand and Deliver. I watched some of it. I tried to watch some of it.
I saw a move, and then I watched a little bit of it, and then I turned it off.
Same. So because it was on YouTube. I was watching it, and I'm looking. I'm like, and this lady's doing a submission hold where she's just holding a girl like this, and they're like, look at the veins popping out of her neck, and I was like, oh, I'm done. Click. I'm done.
You want to know how much of it I watched?
What?
I watched it whenever they said, "Oh, we got 2 words for you," and Red said, "Fuck it,"
and you turned it off.
And I turned it off.
Yeah, I watched about 15 seconds of it myself.
Like, I mean, you couldn't even get the fucking DX saying it right.
No, yeah, it was horrible.
Like, oh Lord,
it's horrible. All right. I don't think I have anything else that I want to talk about. You have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't have anything.
All right. So make sure everybody has a happy Easter if you guys are celebrating that. As you know, Sundays are a new day because I work on Saturdays now. I am learning a lot of shit about pools. Just letting you know. So if you got any questions, don't ask me. But
give me a free pool.
I can't give you a free pool. I only get a 25% discount.
I need a free pool.
Yeah, I only get a 25% discount. I can tell you, you don't want a pool, Jeremy.
I want a free pool.
Yeah, you don't want to take care of a pool.
No, I'm not going to take care of it.
You don't have a pool guy.
Yeah, I have somebody else take care of it.
Yeah, but the
But
problem
I
is
want the pool for free.
a pool guy is like a mechanic or a barbershop.
That's fine.
Yeah, you got to go through a lot of dicks that can really fuck up your pool, and all you got to do is drain it. This one dude told me his water bill a month is $1,200.
He's got a leak.
No, he's got a huge ass fucking pool.
He's riding the short bus.
Yeah, he's got a huge ass. He's got like a 66,000 gallon pool at his house.
He's on the little bus.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the long bus. He wasn't on the long bus. He was on the little one with
he was on
the bus with only like the 3 rows of windows.
He was on the really short bus.
Yeah, the really little one.
So,
like the size of a go-kart. The really little one.
Yeah, because I was like, when he told me that, I was like, oh yeah, either you're bragging or you just are bad with finances. I don't give a fuck if you make millions of dollars.
Or he's lying like a fucking
Yeah, that's what I said. You're lying. I mean, you're lying or you're bad with finances.
Or your house is the size of fucking Floyd Mayweather's fucking mansion.
Exactly. Because Floyd Mayweather doesn't pay $1,200 a month
got
for water.
6 fucking pools.
Yeah, exactly. There's no fucking way. So, all right. Everybody have a fabulous Easter. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us. I'm going to go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah.
You have fun with that.
I am. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.